say? It's your boy DQJ, and we at the Uglymoney podcast.
What up? I am Uglymoney DC. Welcome to yet another episode of the Uglymoney podcast and my special guest of the evening. Serial entrepreneur, I like to call him. Entrepreneur. Hip-hop artist. Independent marketing mogul. You know, a promo genius, in my opinion. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, show your love for Mr. DQJ. What's up, my guy?
What's going on,
What was you saying right before the camera came on?
Oh, I said I eat my bitch out on her period.
And he stood on it, ladies and gentlemen.
He thought I wasn't going to say it.
I thought you weren't going to say it on camera.
He thought I wasn't going to say it.
Okay,
Nah.
it's going to forever be stamped. That was disgusting, but we're gonna keep on moving with the interview. Who was DQJ before DQJ was DQJ? That's my first question.
Oh, you already done fucked up. I was DQJ.
Oh.
You don't know my real name. My real name is Dramarius Quantavious Jeffries. DQJ is my real name.
Say it one more time, Chloe.
I got a ghetto name. Dramarius
Quantavious Jeffries.
DQJ.
And where's Dramarius from?
Decatur, Georgia.
So you really from the A?
Really?
From the east side?
Really. I ain't never left till I was grown. I never even really went nowhere. My mama took me to like Florida and shit like that.
Yeah.
But I ain't never really went nowhere. Just
tell me about growing up on the east side.
You know what I'm finna say. I'm gonna say poverty. Poverty, but if you wanna know specifically, cause I really don't do interviews, so I gotta say all this shit one time, so I never really gotta say it again.
Get it off.
Alright. Poverty, east side specifically, I grew up, I had like a cushioned, sheltered upbringing till I was like 10, something like that. Mm-hmm. I was originally fucked up. Like my mama had me at 16, my dad was 19, but they were together. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I ain't really started experiencing a lot of trauma and shit until they went together, and that happened until when that was like around 10, 11, 12. So yeah, on the east side, it's the same story as everybody else, but I was always a hustler like I am now. Yeah. But as far as the intensity, just so I can give you context, I'm talking about like every utility off at all times, period. Like roach infestation. I mean, like niggas barely surviving, not eating every day type shit, watching my mama struggle, having to do a lot of shit that I talk about in my music. And a little bit more context, like I'm talking about dumpster dive. I'm talking about shitting in buckets. For real. Like shitting in buckets for months.
Really from the bottom. Like when you say
for real,
bottom,
so
it's really from the bottom.
That's the only thing that like keep the hate off me. When niggas be saying shit like, y'all niggas don't even know I take all this shit. Like for real.
What don't kill you make you stronger, brother.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? And for you to have those very, very humble beginnings and be the point where you at today or whatever is definitely an achievement in itself. The fact that you even still here. How does one get the hustle and the work ethic that you possess coming from poverty?
Watching their mama struggle. I had 2 little brothers. I got 3 now. My dad ended up having another one, but I had 2 little brothers. And like, you gotta think, everybody who ended up being fucked up, it's cool when you go through it by yourself, like you don't be tripping. But like, watching your brothers crying and shit like that, your mama crying, literally, like. So when it started off, I wasn't doing no illegal or no crazy shit, but I was like 12, and I started cutting grass and shit. But I was doing that shit on a different level than like niggas was doing it at my age. So I was eating like 250, 300 a week. But I was in like 6th grade. So Right. But I still had to go and put in all that work, but I just give all my money to my mama. And like it wasn't like I was buying school clothes and no shit. So I still had to I still was fucked up. I was just giving all my money to my mama. And like I still do that. I still pay my mama to this day. Like ever since.
That love, bro. Let's talk about the music.
I was 8.
We got a whole lot of topics we got to discuss.
I started making music when I was 8.
8 years old.
Yeah. I was doing shows and shit.
How were you doing shows while you was shitting in buckets?
Right. I was finna get into that.
Come on.
It was 2 periods in my life when I was a kid where I did music, and it didn't work because I would always fall on hard times. Yeah. So I started making music when I was 8. My pops always had a studio, so he recorded me. He wrote the song. And it was me and my little brother, and we performed. Like my first ever show, I had got paid. We won. It was like a competition, like it was like a school show or something. we won like $50. And I just want to be a rapper since then. And then it's funny because now I started to hate the rap shit. Cause back then I didn't even know that people did rap for a job. I just liked it.
Yeah, it was fun. It was passion.
Right. But so it was that period from the time I was like 8 to like probably like 12. And then I had to stop. And then like my parents split up, I stopped. And then I was probably like 14, and I had to start back trying. And then my pops, he had like some jewel type shit going on. See, that's why I kind of got out of the less satisfactory side of my hustle from, like that I won't talk about on camera. Like watching my pops.
We ain't gonna talk about it on camera,
yeah,
right?
And then that nigga end up catching a case, and he was recording my music still, so he ended up catching the case. And he went on the run for like 9 months, and like I didn't see that nigga for like a year or something. So I couldn't make no music. So, but in between that, it was like 2 periods in my life where every time I was straight, I was trying to make some music. Every time I was fucked up, like not thinking about no music, bro.
Well, it definitely give you a lot to talk about.
Yeah, nah, I ain't never talked about it until just now.
So you just now started talking about it.
Unless you listen to my music, you would never know this at all. Like I don't talk about this type of shit on my IG.
Let's talk about the hustle, man. Let's talk about I've probably known of you for the past maybe 7-8 months, and I've seen your platforms and your brand grow tremendously. You know what I'm saying? You have a very, very dope marketing company that I myself patronize with, ladies and gentlemen. That shit really worked. Tell me how does you're 22 right now, right?
No, 22, yeah.
22. How does a 22-year-old kid start a marketing company?
Oh, bro, you already know I've been an artist. I just told you I've been an artist since I was like 8. So you gotta think, niggas not fucking with me, bro.
Okay.
Like niggas, like I'm trying to network and shit.
Yeah.
Like I was a beast at networking. Like I used to go to every event. I used to collect flyers and CDs and shit from niggas that pass out to me. But when it come out to bigger people with platform shit, they would never fuck with me. So I had no way to market, and I didn't have no money. Like when I first started really trying to push music on my own, I was working at Kroger, and I was making like $100 a week. But I just spend that shit on my music, on my girl, and then pretty much I just figured out how to do everything. So it's so much shit like you don't even know you've been fucking with me for a minute. Like I used to have a recording studio that I owned on the east side of Flat Show.
Wow.
I used to what really all started this shit, like the DQJ shit, like people really knowing who I was. I used to shoot music videos.
So you was a videographer too?
I was a videographer. I used to design websites. I did graphics. You know, I did illicit activities.
So you did all of these things just to feed the rap career because you wanted to rap. So you had to learn all of these things out of necessity, not just because you just really wanted to learn them, but out of necessity to feed your rap career.
And every one of them things, I made a living off of individually. Like, so when I had a studio, I ate off of it. When I had the videos, I ate. Like, I literally travel around the country. I work with people.
You know, it's crazy.
It's funny. Nobody shot videos though.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I did it on a whole different page. And it's funny because I literally, like so how we doing the interview, and we got a cameraman.
Yeah. I
was a cameraman for a lot of interviews with a major artists and niggas don't even know, like Lil Baby, Ghana. I did some shit for Euro. I'm like, being a cameraman.
Yeah.
And like, of course I could never network with my rap shit into them. You know what I mean? But I did all type of shit for niggas. And I traveled the country.
There's a guy that I know that has a very familiar story of learning a lot of different things and learning and turning them into profit. His name was P. Nice. He ended up becoming an A&R named Uglymoney Nietzsche, man. And you and his story sounds a lot similar in that aspect of learning how to do everything because you didn't have the money to pay somebody to do it, or the person that you was paying won't doing it right. So I can definitely salute you on that and commend you on that. I still want to talk more about this goddamn promo company because I am that moved by it and how does it work? How do you take people's online social media presence and blow it up the way it does? Because I still don't know how it works.
It's simple. Because, like, you know, Facebook, a free platform. They own Instagram. Google, free. Own YouTube. All this shit free. So they make the majority of their money out ads. You know what I'm saying? So think about it in business. When I'm trying to build a relationship, you gonna fuck with me more than you gonna fuck with the next man if I spend more money than the next man.
Exactly.
Right. I spent hella money on ads for my music. And then it came to the point where they start unlocking shit on my ad account. So now I get ads for like 75% cheaper. And all the marketers, if some marketers watch it, they know what I'm talking about. I get ads for like 75% cheaper. 75% cheaper. So the way I make money is just by saving other people money. Like let's say
That's crazy.
Yeah. So let's say if you was gonna make, I could actually show you, bro. But I ain't got no computer and nothing on me. But if you put up an ad on your phone or something, they give you a range of like, it might say you spending $500, and then it'll say some shit like you gonna reach 100,000 to 175,000 people. You know what I'm talking about? You run the ads on your phone. When I run the ads and I don't get no range, they tell me my exact number in advance. So I can buy an exact number of ads, and I'm not doing what you call auction bidding, like when you bid against another advertiser. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
I can't wait till I get like that. I got my first little Facebook call last week. I was overjoyed.
You gotta spend over 50,000 in ads.
Okay, I ain't there yet. We get there though. When the Facebook called me and told me like, yes, we want to show you the Facebook ad manager, and it was a lady that couldn't barely speak English. I was overjoyed at the fact that Facebook was calling me, and I knew I was on my way. But we still got some ways. We still got some ways to go, man. Let's fast forward to the recent events that we recently had with George Floyd, and let's talk about the Black Lives Matter movement. Let's talk about your place within it, and of course we're not gonna try to incriminate nobody, but allegedly you were there during the Atlanta riots or whatever. Can you talk to us as much as you can about that experience that you might have allegedly experienced?
I'm gonna die for my people. That's all I can say. You know what I mean? And cause if anybody would have been there, cause I know you in Atlanta, but anybody who was there know, as risky as it is to say, 12 started that shit. Straight up. They went there and they just violently attacked folks. And, I literally bust out crying, bro. To be honest with you, when I seen the shit happen, I just couldn't take it. Like they really just went crazy. And then the media were there. They watched it and they aired it on national TV live. And then after on the reruns, they portrayed it as something different. But you can literally live action see they violated everybody's civil rights, and it was just completely wrong. Like you got the right to protest in America.
So the protests were started off peaceful.
As fuck. When I say peaceful as fuck, I mean like as fuck specifically, bro. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I already did videos about it and everything, so it ain't like I'm saying nothing new. Yeah. But to be honest with you, and I'm happy you even asked me that question, it was the rookie cops. It was the rookie cops with the green shirt, like the bike cops. Mm-hmm. Man, people mad. Somebody just died, so people mad. They talking crazy to 12, and they just couldn't take it. Like a lot of them, their emotions, they don't fit for the job. So then niggas start. You know how you on the street, nigga talking crazy to you, you get mad. Cops can't do that. They can't make that mistake. So then they start, roughhousing folks, and folks not finna go for that. Y'all killing niggas, and that ain't what it finna go like. But me, I didn't break no crimes and nothing like that. I was just allegedly present.
There it is, allegedly, and that's where we're gonna stand. Do you think that there will ever be change between African Americans and the police force?
And where? What do you mean?
As far as police brutality and violence, and if there is a change, how? Or how can we achieve
This shit
that?
gonna sound so crazy, but that shit ain't even relevant to me, and I know that sounds weird coming from me, but first of all, did you choose to be here? No. You see what I'm saying? So at no point in history did us or anybody that was a representative of us give the American government jurisdiction to govern us in any way, shape, form, or fashion. So America was, first of all, founded illegitimately, illegally founded.
Talk about it. They stole everything.
They stole everything, but not even to speak on that. They broke the law. You see. I'm not gonna speak the name, but you see them get up on the news and say, "Oh, they're anarchists." But I mean, what was it when y'all rebelled from Britain and illegally founded a country? They broke the law, fought the whole world about it. You know what I'm saying? That was a civil war, but they called it a revolutionary war, but it was a civil war. You know what I'm saying? This was Britain. America was Britain by colonization. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't even talking about how they destroyed the whole race of people and genocided them folks off. Where the natives at? It was 112 million of them. Now 8 million. That's genocide. You destroyed the whole. Like that's high treason at the highest level that's ever been committed on Earth since the beginning of time. That's like a cataclysmic event equivalent to the dinosaurs being wiped out. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't even subject myself to American standards. You know what I'm saying? So to say will it ever be changed? Fuck no, it ain't never gonna be changed ever. And you might say, "Man, weren't you just fighting for change?" Nah, hell nah. You know what I'm saying? I won. That's not what I was fighting for.
What were you fighting for?
Freedom, bro. Like everybody else, we ain't never gonna be free. Like they want to make it sound like I just told you my story, bro. Mm-hmm. So they want to make it sound like, damn, you grew up in America, you lucky, you part of the richest population. Bro, I was living like it was a third world country, for real. You know what I'm saying? 1 out of 7 kids is hungry. So that means if I got a classroom and I got 31 kids in that motherfucker, that fucking 1 out of 7 of them hungry. That means it is what, fucking 3-4 kids hungry in every class, in every school across America, and that's cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't respect no country like that. I can't respect no country that just throw niggas in prison like for weed and shit, and then go make millions off weed. You know, weed is an essential business during COVID. Of
course.
But that shit was if it's essential for y'all and y'all already rich, how essential is it for niggas who already fucked up? You know what I'm saying? How essential was it for us to go out and hustle it? Y'all, it's so essential that y'all got to sell the shit and y'all billionaires. If we fucking zero errors, how is not essential for us? You know what I'm saying? So, but it's just modern day slavery, prison system. We all know that. I ain't saying nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So I wasn't even planning to say none of that because it ain't like we don't know that. You know what I'm saying?
Respect. Now, do you think there is any way that, what is the solution? What would your thought process?
Opt out.
Opt out the country.
Opt out. See, first of all, I ain't got the platform yet that's necessary. But I'm gonna get it. It's coming. It's coming.
So on the Uglymoney podcast, you're doing something right.
I'm meeting them like they already know it's coming. Why you think, bro? First of all, when I said I didn't break no laws, that was actually factual. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? I wasn't just saying that shit just to be cool. I really didn't. Mm-hmm. So they went and they campaigned against me. Y'all look my name up. Y'all will figure it out. I'm not gonna speak on it. Jamarius Quintavious Jeffries. Look up what pop up. Look how they painted a picture of me. But I was just a hero. You see what I'm saying? So, to be honest, bro, I ain't got no hope for us here, not in America. And you wanna know the reason, bro? Because it's still called America, bro. You see what I'm saying? It ain't never gonna be right till it's called something different, till it's broke down, till it's destroyed. Not destroyed as in violence and anarchy and controversy and rebellion, but until it's completely eradicated, till it's no longer. First of all, every fucking history, like historical fact about America is pretty much fucked up, unless it's some white glory type shit.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like America is the equivalent of a pedophile. You see what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
So in Earth, you see, you ain't finna go just be hanging out with pedophiles and rapists and shit.
Yep.
So why the fuck do you pledge allegiance to pedophiles and rapists and shit? You know what I'm saying? So I can't get with it.
I'm gonna drink to
I
that
can't
one right
get
there.
with it, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they mad at me because I can't get with it. But all it takes is to opt out. If every black person start paying taxes today, if every black person, we ain't no longer spending, and everybody talk like that, like it's gonna be some black utopia, but it really could, like it really can be. You know what I'm saying?
We know the black dollars in the trillions that we spend yearly, and I still don't think that we take full advantage of our spending power, because one thing that makes people wake up is when you fuck up their paper. You know what I'm saying? And I just sometimes I wish there was, I don't know if we need a leader or someone or whatever, but I just wish there was a voice to get people to come and be on the same accord with some things.
No, bro.
Talk to me.
No leaders.
No leaders. We don't need
no
no leaders.
First of all, niggas need to just vote for our own president. Everybody like vote. Fuck no. For what? Y'all go vote. Let's go just run our own election on the side. Put a nigga in office and say, no, this is what we going for. And every time they try to break it down and they say we gonna lock y'all up, we gonna kill y'all, we just accept it. Cool. That's better than getting locked up and killed anyway. At least we fine for something. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like, I don't know, bro. I don't want to just paint it like I'm just anti-America, because I'm not. I'm just anti-fuck shit. And I'm only 22, so it's like, I know, I can't imagine being twice my age, being 44. Like, ain't no way I'm finna live on the condition for
brother, you definitely live beyond your years, man. Being 22 and having that much game as you got, man. You know what I'm saying? Whether someone will believe it or agree with it, not believe it, but agree with it or not, it's your stance and it's your viewpoint, and you should stand on it. You know what I'm saying? And represent it from there, man. You know what I'm saying? So I salute you for fighting for what you believe in, no matter what it is.
I just thought about something. I didn't even answer your question. You said something about leaders, right? Mm-hmm. The reason why I'm anti-leaders is because leaders get scapegoated. Leaders get they reputation defamed. You know what I'm saying? Leaders get their lives destroyed and shit, and get knocked off and martyred, and then it don't be nothing else because everybody will be scared. I don't want to be no leader, bro. At all.
They kill leaders.
They kill leaders before I'm finna just get killed for a bunch of niggas who ain't finna rise up for me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
They kill leaders. They kill kings.
They kill them, and then what? Like, no.
Put a statue up.
I'm straight. Don't look at me like I'm some type. No, I'm good. Fuck that. Because I want
that part talking on your back.
Well, bro, when we get everybody on one accord and everybody's the leader, like, we supposed to be a democracy, bro. You look into like Greece and Athens and shit when it was real democracy. Right now, bro, they don't want us to realize we no longer even need government, period. And it's so beautiful because, think about it, bro. As technology advances, humans are supposed to advance. So, and what I mean by that is, now that we got phones and shit, niggas could vote. Like, we got fucking FaceTime and fingerprint, biometric scanning and shit on devices and shit. I ain't know. They gonna kick it like, oh no, that can be fake, that can be rigged, but it can't. Y'all know exactly who he is. Google know exactly who he is. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, they know exactly who he is. We literally could, and whether you got to use a social security card or whatever the fuck, we could literally vote on every decision and shit without having a president or a Congress or a House of Representatives or none of that old electoral college and none of that old weird shit. You know what I'm saying?
You just ask the people and just put it on.
Ask the people and they just go.
That's a dope ass idea. Now that's a dope ass idea.
Yeah, but
on the app, man, on the vote app, man. Boy, fuck no, I ain't fucking with that shit, bro.
Hell no.
Hell no. What? Minimum wage back down to $5, man. Fuck y'all, nigga. Boy, y'all got me fucked.
We don't even got no say, bro.
Boy, minimum wage 25. Hell yeah, nigga. We in that bitch.
For real, man. I ain't the first person to say nothing like that.
That's dope, man. You know what I'm saying? I definitely do believe. I definitely do believe that they probably do. Well, not even probably. They have the technology to make it happen, but at the same time, they want to. You know, it's just a whole lot of powers that be, and I'm not trying to get into big conspiracy theory on the podcast, but you know, it's a lot more to it than I know that me and you and I may even be aware of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like even with COVID, like sometimes I'll be like, man, this shit, it's just something that don't sound right about COVID, and it came from the China, and then all of a sudden we all getting sick, and you know, it just seems like it's just way more there.
You know, it's crazy though. My mama really just was in the hospital with COVID.
Respect.
But she said she feel like that shit was fake, and they said she had it. And I know a couple other people who had it and feel like it was fake, and they was diagnosed with it. So
I know some people that got sick as hell now and was diagnosed with it. But I also know some people that got diagnosed with it and they was fine. Yeah,
but you gotta just think about how cap it is, bro. Like, how can some be not airborne and then be airborne and then it be right? They pretended like they don't know how it spread, and then now it's already like folks catching it on quarantine. Niggas ain't never left the house still catching it. It's some more shit. For all I know, the air poison, it could be the radiation, it could be the water, whatever the fuck. But and even if it is a fucking virus, bro, the way that they manipulating the whole system based on the virus is still fucked up. Cause think about, did you just see that shit with the Kodak shit, with the Kodak stop? Shit like weird little shit like that. Like y'all niggas ain't slick. Y'all niggas just ran up billions and shit. Like that shit said if you would have spent like 10,000, you would have been 100 millionaire or some shit for $10,000 of stock. Like, and these millionaires who invest in that, so they invested $10 million worth of stock and just done hit for billion. Like fuck, that shit ain't no coincidence, bro. That shit ain't
it's
just
definitely more to it. It's definitely more. It's definitely some money. It's always some money involved in something, man. Let's move to lighter notes or whatever, because we don't want to make this a fight.
Right? Yeah, this shit depressing.
Nah, it's real though. It's real, man. Let's get back. One of your last videos hit 1 million views.
Yeah.
How does an independent artist with no label, no major quote unquote major platform or no, you know what I'm saying, hit 1 million views? How does an independent artist with no label get verified on Instagram? How does a major artist with no label that doesn't have an OnlyFans have over 100,000 followers? You know, how does an independent? Because that's, you know, as far as our listeners, they're definitely going to want to understand how the fuck did you do that at 22?
I really tell them. I really tell them. I'm tired of people asking me that.
Come on, give them
First
sauce,
of all,
man.
I ain't bought a verification check. I ain't bought no followers. I ain't did none of that. It's simple, bro. With marketing, like I done talked to you personally about it, but with marketing, you just can't waste money. And when I realized that, first of all, I don't even value money. So when I realized that you couldn't waste it on marketing, what I mean by that, because we know marketing is an investment, but think about stocks, right? Or think about real estate, not real estate, because real estate kind of the same, but think about stocks, think about any type of market. When you invest in something and then you lose and then it's gone. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But with marketing, that shit's never gone. So I spend all my money on it because it's never, like, if you see me once, that shit's always in your memory, whether you remember me or not. That shit in your subconscious. I'm going to activate that bitch. Like,
whenever you promote yourself, you never lose. You can't promote.
How can you lose? Even if, bro, if I went out of business today, it's still people who know me, and I can use that to make money in another business. But if I went broke in my stock portfolio, I just got to start from scratch. You kind of see what I'm saying? So, but with the marketing thing, with the blue check, all you got to do is you just get you a business, get you the paperwork on the business, make sure you got some publications. This is all the simple shit, and then just drive hella traffic to your shit. And I'm just gonna say this one little secret: just put CEO of whatever business in your fucking name. They don't gotta be your username. Like your shit say CEO of Uglymoney Podcast or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. And on your paperwork is really that. And then your publications and your Wikipedia or whatever the fuck is really that. And then you driving traffic to it. And then you submitting with your articles of incorporation or whatever. They verifying people just to prove their official business. Like, but niggas don't even. I looked up how to get verified, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. To dead ass serious. Instagram has it on their website.
How to get verified.
Yes, bro, and that's it. And I just followed the exact steps that's laid out, but it's like niggas not gonna find that. Niggas just gonna ask somebody, be like, bro, how much for it? And just get for real. And that shit don't even mean shit.
Every day under my page is somebody talking about you want to get a blue check for your thing. I'm like, nigga, y'all nobody scam me, boy. You gotta be fucked up.
Yeah, and then they don't even be having one, but it be niggas who really can sell them, like it. And it be before they had it to where you could submit to get one. It used to be to where they had like what you call a Facebook marketing partner, and they had one, and they was the only ones who could submit people for something. That's how record labels and shit began. They shit instant. But all this information and shit, niggas could literally just find for free. Just to be real, just Facebook literally had it on their website, and that's how I found out about it. And I applied for that shit, and then I got denied for that shit and everything. But it's still just that's what it was. So people, like, I know where people could buy them from. I just didn't buy mine. Yeah. And it's just not even worth it if you did buy it. To be real, like, I know where you can get one for like 5 racks, but I mean, because this shit doesn't change your account really. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So your shit's gonna run the exact same. It's just gonna have that little dot on it, and that shit ain't gonna really mean shit. If you wasn't shit before, you gonna still
there
not
it is. You gotta be verified as a human being or a man or whatever before you got damn Instagram and verify you, man. Okay. What's Rhyme Records? Tell me a little bit about that and what y'all got going on.
Rhyme Records. Rhyme Records so intricate, bro. But to be honest with you, because when I first started pushing it, everybody thought it was just me. They're like, damn, this nigga just started a one-man record label. But I just, for real, but I just, with Rhyme Records, I just literally like the face of that shit, and I just take all the, I call it aggro. I take all the attention because it come with bad shit that I don't want my folks to have to go for.
Facts.
Niggas be stopping me and shit, and niggas, like, bro, niggas be, first of all, I get death threats like every day for all type of shit, and they be like white supremacists and fucking, it's weird. And then people know me for so much different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like before the fucking protest shit, it was the news tattoo. Before the news tattoo, it was the marketing shit. Before the marketing shit, it was the video shit. Before the video shit, like, and then I still got the rap shit. Like you said, I got some shit at 1 million views. I got some shit with hundreds of thousand views. I got, like, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So niggas know me for so much shit. I never know. It's not like I'm just like a regular rapper, and I'm not signed nothing like that. So I never know what niggas be on, as far as like when they approach me, and I be with my family. Like, I got a child, I might be pushing a stroller or something. Niggas just stop me. Hey, DQJ, whoop the whoop. Like, I don't know. I feel like I just got to move out of the A. But with Ron Records, it's just a record label like any other record label, just started from scratch. But the thing that makes us different is the way that we run campaigns and shit. It just make us kind of unstoppable, bro. To be real. And then
talk about it.
And then we just got an office. We finna get another office.
Yeah, I saw that, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. And then niggas, like, that shit been hot. Like, niggas been driving from fucking wherever to come get to that shit. Just to pull up and just take a picture one time. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy is the head that wears the crown, sir. I know you're not trying to be no king or no leader, but you know.
I ain't even really the leader of that shit.
But I'm gonna tell you this, man. Sometimes we cannot run from our destiny. We cannot run from. I've been telling you this shit for a minute or whatever. You can run from it all you want to, but goddamn it, what's for you is for you, big dog. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave it like that because I ain't gonna put no more pressure on you on that. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're 22 years old and you have a stance, an opinion, and willing to defend that stance and opinion, and that, sir, sounds like a leader, whether you want to be one or not. And even if you don't want to be a leader, people look up to you and look at what the things that you're doing in reverence and respect. Some might look at it bad, but some of them, you are inspiring somebody, brother.
That's true.
And that comes with responsibility, and yet it comes with lashbacks and blowbacks, because that's just how it works, man.
I just kind of don't believe in like. I don't believe in leaders, but it's just. I know that everybody is like that. They just don't. They just pretend to be. They pretend to conform.
But you know what? You can't tell a motherfucker, don't follow me. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. And 100,000 people later, like, yeah, we didn't follow you. Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, people are, you know, the law of attraction is real, man. You know what I'm saying? People.
But they don't understand how following is so dangerous, bro. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can be totally on some bullshit.
Following is dangerous for them, and it's dangerous for me. Mm-hmm. Because if I'm leading people in a direction, if I'm living my life in a way that the powers that be may deem unsatisfactory, and then I inspire a whole legion of other peers to live their life in that same way, and then now I'm that much more of a threat. When at first I was just me by myself living my life, eating how I like living how I like to live. You know what I'm saying?
You can't stop what God got for you, man. What the universe got for you. And I'm gonna leave it like that. We ain't gonna go too deep into it, man. What is new? What is next? What is on the horizon for Mr. DQJ, brother?
Oh, what's new? What's next? Shit. Of course, I'm finna drop some more music, and with Ron Records, we finna get another office. We hiring people. We like, I don't know. We just really just going berserk. I got some Ron Records chains on the way. I got.
Shouts out to Status Jewelers.
Oh yeah, my boy Jacob. The jeweler.
Shouts out Ace. What up, Ace?
Yeah, I fucked up.
You know what I'm saying? Because you know they gonna have you right, dog.
And then I'm happy you mentioned him, because the nigga he know I do marketing, so nigga really gave me. Oh yeah. You know, he really was like, bro, you promote this shit. The hood. Yeah, he like, you promote this shit how you need to. I'm gonna give you this price. And so I'm like, okay. So I'm happy you just said that. I ain't had to say it. Shout out to Jacob.
Respect, man. Well, man, let the people know where they can follow you. Not really follow you, but just follow you online, because I know you don't want them to follow you as far as being a leader. But I would let the people know where they can find you at online, sir, if they want to tap in with DQJ and Ron
Everything Records. Pretty much official DQJ, or you just search DQJ like YouTube DQJ. You can search Google, wherever. Or just DQJ, 3 letters. That simple, in that order. I'm not a DJ. I no longer do any of that other shit. I'm a rapper. Pretty much. I don't know. I don't like all the titles neither, bro. But because DQJ is my real name.
That is a good good question to ask or whatever. What the hell is DQJ?
That's my real name. That's why I picked that.
What do you classify yourself? Do you have a classification? Are you an artist? Are you a marketer? What the fuck are you?
All those things. But to be honest with you, and I don't know if you want to wrap it up. I don't know when we wrap it up.
You good.
I was gonna say, to be honest with you, I hate this that I have to say this, but I'm really a marketer, and let me explain why.
Come on.
Rapping is first. Yes, music is first. But how you make money on music? You know what I'm saying? When I sell a feature, they don't give a fuck about my music, bro. They want the marketing. They want the following. When I get booked for a show, they don't give a fuck about my music. They want the marketing. They want traffic. Spotify streaming. what is that? That's driving traffic to another platform. Fucking merch the same way. Like everything is the same thing. So in any like you a marketer first. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're a rapper, you are a marketer. And also you can't waste money on marketing. We already established that. Respect. So we all marketers, bro. Pretty much.
I love it, man.
So that's what I classify myself in.
Hey, man, you a bright young man. You got a bright future ahead of you, man. Whatever you choose to do, you know what I'm saying? And I look forward to being around there to check it out, you know. And before the price get too high, I'm going to work with you as much as I can. Because I know the lick when I see one, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure that y'all follow GTQJ and Rhyme Records and tap in with them. Remember, my name is you can follow me at Uglymoney Niche. That's Uglymoney Niche. And you going to be at the Ugly Money Music Summit with us, right, man? You going to come rock
I'm with all that. Come on.
Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This is the Ugly Money Podcast with official DQJ. Yeah.